Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to teach you how to work out what the value of your property is. Now when selling a property, it is incredibly important to make sure that you're priced right in the marketplace. Because what can happen is if you're overpriced and buyers don't see value, they're most likely not going to come. So how do you work out what the value is? Two simple ways. Number one is on most property platforms now, you can, realestate.com, Domain for examples, you can actually go online and type in your address and it will give you an estimate of what they think your property is. And for most cases, it can actually be a very good indication. The only issue with that is if your property hasn't been on the market for a long time, they might not actually have the right data about what your property is to compare it to anything else and work out an estimate. So the way to do that manually is, again, on these platforms at the top, there's normally a sold tab. If you click in there, you can actually look at other properties that have sold and have been reported around you. So what most real estate agents will do if you're doing a market appraisal is to look at what's sold, filter that down to what is as similar to your property as possible. So a couple of things to look for, making sure it's within about a kilometre radius, as close to physically yours as possible. Making sure that you're comparing apples with apples and not comparing a house with a townhouse or something that's completely different. Making sure you've got very similar, if not the same number of bedrooms, bathrooms, floor plan, all those sorts of components. And then additionally, making sure you're not comparing something in a high density zone to something that is in a school zone that yours isn't. You want to make sure that all the factors are as close to or exactly the same. So once you've done that, you'll have a very good idea of if a buyer is prepared to spend this much money or this range of money for these types of properties, you'll get a good idea what they'll be thinking of spending or see the value in for yours. And that will generally give you the range of what your property is probably worth. Now, the other thing that you can do in this, which is great, is work out, you'll see trends. You'll see some trends very, very quickly about what adds value to these properties. So if you filter from the sold price from highest to lowest, you might work out that, hey, everything that's sold at the higher end of the spectrum has been professionally styled, or everything at the higher end has got a pool or a really nice outdoor area. You'll work out what buyers are actually spending more money for in your area. So when you're trying to work out what your property is and how to add the most value to it, that's the best way to go about it.